Hackathons are essentially a complete 48 hour or 72 hours kind of a end-to-end kind of an event, day and night all together, where a company essentially comes forward and says, these are the problems that we need to solve for our company, and are you interested? So they'll start the marketing, float what the problem statements are, and this process will start typically 2 months in advance. A lot of techies, a lot of data scientists will typically apply for them, and they essentially enroll solo or as teams. These hackathons, they come up with a very hefty prize at the end for the first runner-up, for the winner, and also for the second runner-up. These companies are looking at you from the solution perspective. They may also be looking at you from a talent perspective, and they may want to finally onboard as an employee. In today's video, we are going to look at some very clean and clear winning tips that you can apply so that you increase your odds of winning this hackathon. My name is Mayuresh. I'm the co-founder at GreyAtom, and I look after the admissions and counseling. I've spoken to a lot of people, a lot of aspirants, helped them make the transition. Our students have gone on to win some of these hackathons. They have ranked very competitively in some of these online and offline hackathons all across this country. So today I'm going to share 14 tips with you to make sure that we increase our odds of winning these hackathons. Number 1, always use a version control tool. Always use a version control tool, because you're never going to build one code or one code base or one application. You're going to constantly iterate it. You are going to build n versions of the same application. So it is extremely important that you build something, you keep on committing it to some sort of a repository or a GitHub, so that you know what you have built and what versions you have essentially gone through. Second thing, you want to step into these hackathons with the sample code bases of the algorithms already handy and ready with you. So you really want a lot of boilerplate and dummy code that is ready with you when you're going to these hackathons, so you're able to really mash a lot of things and you increase your rate of experimentation. Number 3, visualizations. Awesome visualizations. You really need to have the code for say matplotlib or some sort of a Seaborn library really handy with you, so that you are able to plug this in and get started and keep moving when you're doing it. Number 4, make sure the code that you essentially write is object oriented and is very functional. You don't want to be writing the same code again and again. Reusability is the key. You want to scale, you want to build a lot of stuff and really fast. Number 5, build the whole application end to end. So you might want to always have an approach where you do quick and dirty but complete, and you finish off the whole thing and it's ready. You have a model that is ready which is like 50% accurate. That's fine, but you have something ready and functional. Build and focus on completing the whole problem statement. Don't improvise. Don't do premature optimizations. There would be plenty of functions and functionalities and bells and whistles that you have to add, but just keep them at a particular point in time. Don't build everything at one go. Just focus on building something complete end to end, and then you can kind of move on from there. Number 7, understand your team. What are their weaknesses? What are their strengths? Just make sure that you have the right horses for the right courses and essentially are able to distribute the workload accordingly. Number 8, very practical, very important, have the right kind of hardware. You all might be carrying your laptops, but is laptop the right hardware that you want to execute and build your model? Have a contingency plan. Have some sort of a web-based resources which are ready for you, or some sort of a spare devices that you can always use. Number 9, be open and willing to go beyond your current knowledge. You will be surprised how many things that you will be able to discover on the fly while you're talking to a lot of people at the venue. Number 10, focus on the big picture. You don't want to have an algorithm which is the best and the most optimized if it cannot go into production. Remember the Netflix example. The algorithm that won the $1 million prize never made it to production because it was computationally expensive. This is more so ever important for hackathons which are product led, and for which the products are already into live environment. Number 11, document everything. You want to show what eventually comes out, what is the winning solution that you believe is a winning solution, but you always want to keep all the iterations that happened in between, more so importantly all the failed iterations. It is very important to document them. This will be really helpful for you to learn, to reflect, and also to showcase what didn't work. Number 12, take time, spend time to clean the data. If you have 7 days of time, use 4.5 days just to clean the data. Use 5 days to clean the data. Your outcomes are a function of how well you have done the data wrangling, data crunching kind of a thing. Number 13, go beyond the typical visualization libraries like Seaborn and Matplotlib. If you can, get your hands dirty with d3.js or some other advanced visualization library that will help you portray your results in a much more potent way. And lastly, rather than giving a presentation, if you can actually hand over a product to them where people can just play with it, that is far more powerful. So it is very, very important to have a playworthy, playable kind of a demo. So these are the 14 points. This is what we believe can really, really increase your odds of winning at the next hackathon. All the best and do well.